For the last 14 years, I haven't been able to breathe through my nose. I would go to my doctor and I would be told that I just had a cold or I had allergies. Finally, after 2 years, I was diagnosed with nasal polyps. So the doctor told me I was gonna need sinus surgery. I got my first sinus surgery and it was brutal. The recovery was tough. It took me about 2 weeks to get back on my feet. I was breathing really well, and about 5 years later, the polyps grew back, and I had my second surgery at that point. It's been about 5 years since my last surgery, and I'm facing another sinus surgery. Not looking forward to that. It's frustrating not being able to breathe through your nose. It's hard to sleep. It's hard to exercise. I can't kiss my husband, and that's hard for me because I like to kiss my husband, and he's a cute guy and it's miserable. I'm just wondering if there's anything that I can do differently to take care of my sinus polyps.
Kadie and her doctor, board-certified ear, nose, and throat surgeon, Dr. Jivianne Lee. They're here with Dr. Orden in the procedure room. So what's going on back there, Dr.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about polyps. Most people have heard of polyps, but exactly what are they? Well, they're soft, painless, non-cancerous growths in your nose, your sinuses that arise from the lining, the so-called mucosa of your nose. What happens? Well, when you have these growths, it can affect a couple things. Number one, you can't breathe through your nose. Number two, it affects your sense of smell. And three, typically sets you up for recurrent sinus infections. In the past, we've treated them with surgery, with steroid injections, but Dr. Lee and her patient Kadie are here, and there is a new, improved, better way to treat nasal polyps.
You're exactly right. There is this brand new device that has been FDA cleared. It's called the Polyp Vac, and it's basically this high-powered polyp vacuum that allows you to suck out nasal polyps in the clinic while the patient is still awake, so they don't have to go through general anesthesia and all the pain and recovery of surgery.
Show us, Dr. Lee, how your new toy works.
So we've actually got some oysters here, which have a very similar consistency to nasal polyps. They're kind of slimy and gooey, and so we're going to be using this Polyp Vac, this vacuum, to essentially suck out the oysters and show you how it works.
It's a waste of a perfectly good oyster, but it's going to show it very nicely.
I'll never look at oysters the same way again.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that. It's pretty amazing.
I mean, that
Dr.
really
Lee.
is a great visual.
And what's cool is Dr. Orden, this device is so, I don't want to say simple at all, but we're going to do it right here, right now.
And the great thing with the technology, you're going to be able to see what Dr. Lee is doing on the monitor screen there. Actually see the polyps and actually see those being removed. Dr. Lee, you've anesthetized her with some local already, correct?
Yes, exactly.
See that right there? It looks like a grape and Pac-Man.
Exactly.
Wow. And if you see a little bleeder, you can just suck that too,
Exactly,
right?
yeah. It just sucks in all the
That
blood
is
out.
so great. Wow. Truly proof that improved technology can not only improve patient comfort, patient outcomes. Thank you, Dr. Lee.
Yes, thank you.
For being here today.
Good job.
Kadie, we wish you a
Great
quicker
job,
recovery
everyone.
and easier breathing.
So I just had my sinus polyp removed, and I can't believe how easy it was. Last time I had my surgery, I was literally down for 2 weeks, and I just had it done 10 minutes ago, and I'm about to drive home. I didn't have to go under general anesthesia. They just did a little numbing, and I was ready to go. This is definitely the route that I'll go when or if the polyps return.